This new Roblox game is called Bite by Night, where you have to survive various Five Nights at Freddy's animatronics. Today, I'm going to be playing Bite by Night for 7 days, not straight, of course, to find out 3 things. Who the best survivor and killer are, purchase every survivor and killer in the game, and see and compare it to see if it's better than Forsaken. Okay, first round, no idea what's happening. I didn't read the description. This is a cool intro. Okay, I think I'm glitching, but just starting off, right off the bat, this already looks a lot better than Forsaken. And what do I do? I'm just in a box. Yeah, so apparently one thing Bite by Night does not do well at all is explain how to play the game in detail. And it's not really how to play the game, but the abilities of characters, but still, same thing. There are some footsteps that I think are the killers, but I do not know what to do. I can't climb on this table. Oh, the door, there's a door, okay. Barricade? Okay, that's a new feature that's not in Forsaken. That's a dead end. Is this a generator? Are there generators? Oh my gosh, they have generators. Okay. Okay, they're different from Forsaken's. They have the Among Us wires. Is that the killer? No, it's not, I think. Okay, it's not. I can't go in this tent. That'd be a good hiding spot. I can't fix it from the side. Okay. Yeah, so Bite by Night has generators, but they're a lot different from Forsaken. Instead of just the, connect the dot thingy, Bite by Night's generators have multiple parts, but in return, they're a lot better. Parts? That's crazy. In Forsaken, there's only 4. Let's see how much time it goes up. So it's 12, 15, 121, a whole hour and like 5 minutes. That's pretty good. I'm assuming it goes to 6 a.m. like, the OG Five Nights at Freddy's. That's the only one I really know. Eventually, though, it was time for my first chase. Ow, that hurts. Let's just run over here. I'm blind. I don't know what that ability does. That's kind of not fair. He could just sneak attack me. Hopefully he just goes after this guy. Oh, this guy's right here. That's great. Who's he going after, though? Okay, it's going after the other guy. I survived my first chase. That's great. This pizza ability sucks, honestly. Feels like nothing. Yeah, that's right. I survived my first ever chase in Bite by Night. Eventually, though, I was left for my first ever last man standing. I didn't understand Springtrap yet. I mean, I hadn't played him. This was my first time playing customer, so I was scared, and I decided it would be smart to hide in a corner. 15 minutes in, and I took my first hit, an axe. The killer lost me, but after using Scream, they found me again. Over halfway into LMS, and I was actually doing pretty good. Until I wasn't. I took an M1 and was left on 35 HP. Barely over 1 shot. "15 minutes left, and I thought I was gonna win. I didn't know that you had to escape yet." They missed their charge and got zeroed like an idiot. The exits had now opened. Too bad I didn't understand what that meant yet. Victory was in my hands, yet I was about to fumble so hard. I had the freest win of all time and sold. Next game, after all the objectives were done, I just explored the map, until finally deciding to camp at this one spot near the entrance. And I guess I'm a quick learner because that round I was able to escape after it reached 6 a.m. I didn't die somehow. And then I decided to watch a video on who the best survivor is.
Well, I'm going to put the security guard in B tier. The taser and cameras do...
After watching some random YouTuber put medic in S tier, I thought medic. Although before I could use medic, it was my turn to be killer for the first time. And I honestly performed so bad, I'm gatekeeping this forever. And surprising absolutely no one, I lost. Though not before killing someone who thought it was a good idea to go AFK in front of the exits in front of a killer. Genuinely, what were you thinking? A bit later, I had enough money, or really scraps, to buy the fighter class, my first sentinel class of the game. But when I first played him, I confused the block and axe move, so I accidentally axed instead of blocked. And because of my mistake, I eventually got killed. Eventually, it was my turn again, and this time, I was ready to pub stomp. I set down a trap and went on the hunt. And I found a bunch of people in a back corner just doing a generator. Sadly, neither went into the way of my footprints, and they barricaded a door. But after breaking it down, I got a free hit, and they missed their block, which gave them weakness. Free kill. I quickly found another survivor who was barricading the door, and they didn't do that thing where they let go of the door, which breaks your ankles. I missed an M1, and I guess that just gives you slowness. As of chasing this person, it's only 12:37 a.m. I'm still making good timing. And there they go barricading the doors again. But they don't unbarricade it as I hit, so just a free hit. They make the brilliant decision to tase me at point blank, which lets me get off a free M1. And after that, they just give up. My next target is a guy that I found in this one really campy area. Here he tries to loot me, but just doesn't run, leading to a free hit. Although he was only hit because he was drinking a box of cola or whatever, so he got speed. But it doesn't help because his reaction time was so bad, allowing me to get a free kill. For the next 2 minutes, I just randomly chase people who get close, and eventually this one girl is low, and I kill her. At this point, I thought I was doing good, but I wasn't doing that good. I still didn't know that you could throw the axe to change the moveset, so it actually takes me a while to find these survivors in between the cuts. I also decide to go into first person to see if it's any better. It's not, honestly, it might be worse. But that bacon led me straight into a room where this other guy was on a gen, which I hit him and he doesn't react, allowing me for a free kill. No idea what was going on there, but I'll take it. I eventually find that bacon again and he steps into a bear trap that I placed, leading to a free M1. Although I miss another that was pretty much also free. And because you get slight slowness after using an M1, I lost a lot of distance. And here he decides to go back to this one looping spot, which was really dumb because even if I didn't land that M1 there, I would just place a bear trap at the little entrance and he wouldn't have been able to do anything. Anyways, it's on to LMS, and I actually have hope of winning this. Surely I won't get looped for an entire hour, right? Why is the boss music playing? No. Eventually, I got looped for an hour, and I thought all hope was lost. But then the entrance opened, and the survivor was nowhere to be seen. Having at least 5 brain cells, I decided to just trap off the entrance. That first side was easily avoidable, but we're not gonna talk about that. I was confident in my work, I thought that this would work. But anyways, I decided to go after the survivor now that I thought the entrance was completely trapped off. I heard them breathing, and then they ran up to me, and then they decided to loop when the entrance was right there. They got caught on fire, which is not smart. They then tried to escape, but then died. It's the thought that counts, or something like that. On day 2, I died first round. I died second round too. Don't forget the third round. I died there too. Fourth round was a failure. Fifth round was a flop. Sixth round was an LMS failure. But the seventh round, I was the killer. This was my time to finally get a win. Yeah, just freaking kidding. I lost that round as killer too. I lost 7 matches in a row. That is absurd. Don't worry, because in the 8th round, I was on like 1 shot on a bear trap and just had to sit there and wait to die. On the 9th round, I stepped on a trap while in chase and died. In the 10th match I played on day 2, I was testing out the security guard. And don't worry, I still lost this one, but it's something new, so I'm not going to spend 2 seconds covering it. For most of the match, I just hid in a corner of a room with a fighter and watched as my teammate got killed by the killer on cams. It was eventually LMS, and I walked straight into a bear trap on 1 shot and got 1 shot. I genuinely don't think an 11 loss streak is normal. In the 12th round, I almost won LMS. But I died because I don't know how to do the barricade thing. I still don't know how. Can someone please explain in the comments? But that marks a 12 loss streak. That is insane. Match 13 marked when I decided to main medic. I helped the team and we had good teamwork. And with that, I had ended the cursed 7 loss streak. I can't describe to you how good it felt to walk through this world. My last round for the night was as killer. But sadly, I was only up against 4 survivors. I don't know how I got into a lobby this small. I start off by spawning in and instantly running to go set up a trap. Honestly, this placement isn't even that good. I don't know why I put it here every time. But I saw, as I was placing it, 2 people run to my general direction. Then the person I'm chasing goes into a corner, which allows me to get some free hits in. They tase me, but literally when we're eye to eye, so I just hit him out of it. Anyways, they made a bunch of mistakes that led to their death. Eventually, I find a survivor in this loop, so I just trap it off with a trap. They go near this wall, and I just hit them for free, but then I get stuck there myself, and it resets chase. Anyways, bear traps are OP, no? Some guy was barricading the door right where I was, but first, I need to place my trap back. He of course does the thing where he just stops barricading as I hit, and some guy on a generator notices. I've already got 2 hits on him while he was on a gen, so he's a free kill. It's last man standing now. They try to barricade the door, but barricade the wrong way. I hit them, and they stop barricading, realizing their mistake. They barricade the door, and I expect them to stop barricading it so I get stunned, but no. Turns out it was a plan to get a free block in, but they failed the block. They then go into a corner as the very smart fighter they are, although I don't think that I got a hit in, but I'm not sure. They run to the safety behind a barricaded door. I hit it, they stop, but they don't run in time, allowing me to M1 and kill them, securing the win for my last game of day 2. My first round of day 3 was up against my first Mimic. In And after playing against him, I started wondering why no one was using him that much. I mean, he was genuinely a good character. Although perhaps being in chase and switching modes might be a little hard on mobile.
Continued non-compliance may lead to future wage deductions.
After a while, on day 3, it was my turn to be killer. Sadly, I got one of the worst maps for Springtrap. There's not much places to put your traps, but I start by sniping someone with an axe and getting hits on people on a generator. This guy is already low, so let's just finish him off. While on the hunt for my next victim, I placed a trap and then sniped some guy with an axe. Not really, it was point blank. But he was AFK, so he was a free kill after I got stunned. An alternate name for this round is target practice because this was probably my best aim with axes the entire 7 days. This round, I was doing incredibly well. So well that the clock was not moving at all. It was just stuck at 12 a.m. Honestly, that's not very fair. No one is going to loop for 6 hours. That is just absurd. Anyways, of course, this guy eventually faces his fate as an M1 kills. I also came into this round with knowledge. I consulted my Discord full of pros at the game, and they told me how to actually use this character. Because I didn't know that if you throw the axe, you've got a changed moveset. Anyways, now that you're almost 20 minutes into the video, I feel like it's a good time to promote my Discord. It's in my YouTube posts. Go check it out after the video. Anyways, apparently that knowledge wasn't enough because I'm still a retard. I literally had their ESP and walked right past them multiple times. I'm just going to skip to when I find them. Bro, I literally saw that they're right here. Are they like, oh, there they are. The second guy's still there. Oh, come on, bro. Okay, well, I just jailed myself. That stinks. The timer's actually moving now. I'll pick up my axe. I eventually found one of them and sniped them with my axe again, although I missed my M1. And then they blocked me, just like my ex. Just kidding, I don't have one. I don't have a girl in the first place. I'm playing frickin' Roblox. It was April Fool's as of recording this. Sorry, it had to happen. The survivor was just like walking towards me. I think they were trying to block, but they just don't. I missed my axe, which lets them get a lot of distance. So they decide to go into a dead end. Then miss their stun. It cannot, well, it can get better. Now everything's on cooldown though, so they're pretty defenseless. And after failing to loot, they just die. After grinding gens, it was my turn to be killer again. This time at least, we had a bigger lobby than last time. Okay, let's put a trap right here. And then let's... Okay, we sniped that guy. That's great, that's great. Missed his thing. Okay, probably gotta be wary of that block. Didn't block there. Oh, I should have put a thing there. Okay, failed block, you're dead. Goodbye. Block that off, that would be great. And then let's go find these survivors. Let's just throw my axe so I can get the scream ability, which lets me see where they're at. someone in here, though. They're running. They just tased me. Scream if... Okay, well... If they kept on tasing me, I could have just charged at them and they just would have taken like 40 damage. But that did not happen. Let's just free M1 there. Oh, I almost got them. I don't know why I charged there. Well, just got stunned. That's cool. Is that a block? Okay, can't even punish you for that. That's crazy. But you're dead anyway. I should replace that soon. Oh, no way. No way, through the wall. Through the wall. Let's go. Okay, got a hit right there because they cornered themselves. There's nowhere to run. I think they're dead to this. Yup. That last M1 before they stepped on it was crucial. Let's just replace a trap. If they went over here, then they're... Okay, they escaped. Hopefully they're not there. The time's running out. All the generators are done. That sucks. I might lose this. Oh no, they died. Okay, I didn't know they were that low HP. Okay, but it's LMS now. They're over here. I got a bunch of good traps. Let's just snipe them with an axe right there. Let's go. I think they just cornered themselves. Are they gonna do anything? It's the wrong barricade. Oh, that looks too. Okay, well, they just... I don't know what that was. Shortly after that last round, I was able to buy the doppelganger, or Ennard. I don't know what I'm supposed to call him. But let's try him out for the first time on day 3. Yeah, Ennard's special thing is that he can transform into survivors. Or just look like survivors. And he pretty much has gashing wound. After having my ankles broken, I finally get my first kill after about an hour. My next kill comes when I find some AFK player, and if you noticed, it took me over 2 hours to find and kill him. After getting looped by someone in that ballroom for like 2 hours, I just go after someone else and get a quick and easy kill. The doors were about to open to escape when I got a last-second kill. Although it wasn't enough because 15 minutes later the gates opened, I got a kill, but someone was able to escape. On the survivor note, I was actually getting pretty good at looping. I actually looped a spring trap for like 2 hours, which I don't know if that's impressive or not. Looping is pretty busted in this game, but at least I was getting pretty good at it. But after looping, it was my time to be the killer. My second time playing Ennard. I got spring trap down pretty fast. Let's see if I can get Ennard down pretty fast. I transform into a survivor and can see everyone. I transform back, which does a little explosion, and I hit this guy in a corner. He ran through this area where his own survivor teammates were. I decided to go after one on a gen. After I started attacking, they barricaded a door, where I had the brilliant idea to use my eye minions and then break the door down. Both minions jumped on him after I broke the door, and an M1 led to massive damage. When he tried to shake them off, I got a free kill. With my new costume, I went and used my gashing wound-like ability on the survivor, already leaving them on half HP. I guess they did not understand what's happening because they didn't even run away, which let me use my explosion ability on them, then hit them. Their fate was now practically sealed. Using my newest costume, I get to see where everybody is, and there was someone watching me transform. They miss their stun, which allows me to get in my Gashing Wound-like ability. I'm then on cooldown for my exploding ability, so I just have to awkwardly chase them. That's when I see this guy just in a corner, so I explode on him instead. I've learned that it's good to just use your eye ability after you explode, because you can't use anything else since it's on cooldown. I transform again into someone, since I lost track of the survivor I was chasing. Again, they saw me transform, but they missed their block, which allows me to get another Gashing Wound-like ability off. They are now on one shot. They run up these stairs, then try to juke, but I expected that and turned back, which does an explosion, killing them. I then summon my little eye creatures and transform into my latest victim. Although since this is the greatest and least buggy game ever made, I'm just in the freaking floor. But it doesn't matter because I make up all that time and then some by killing an AFK guy. It was now onto LMS, and I was going to transform into my latest victim, the AFK guy, just because I have more stamina and can see him. Although, I was in the freaking floor again! This game is so great! Genuinely don't know what the range is on this thing, but I swear that hit him. Now that he's cornered, I use my eye ability. I managed to hit them, and then I thought that they were blocking or emoting for some reason, so I just used my eyes. I thought it was a Bloxy Cola then, but then I realized that it was actually an emote. And he somehow managed to run past my useless eyeball minions. Then I have 4 eyeball minions. Surely they'll do something, right? Nope. He corners himself, which allows me to get in an M1 that kills him. Now on to day 4, which, doesn't exist. I may or may not have accidentally combined both day 3 and day 4, and I'm on a time crunch to get this video out, so... On day 5, I had to make a short for the channel, so I didn't have that much time to play. I played 4 rather boring rounds. I immediately turned into myself, because that Gashing Wound-like ability is a good way to start off Chase. But I got excited and just used the explosion ability, but it doesn't matter because this person was AFK, so they were a free kill. As I was killing the AFK person, someone tried to block me. They realized their mistake and instantly rage quit. Although it said it counted as a kill, I did not get the option to transform into them. My next target is some guy who watched me transform. No witnesses. They decided it would be a good idea to barricade the door, where I just exploded, which allowed me to get some free damage in. They then tried to barricade again, but they did it the wrong way, which allowed me to get an M1 before they realized their mistake. But it turns out there was more than one AFK person. I left my eye minions to catch them, so I had no distance between us at the start of LMS. I got a free M1 in, and then they missed their block, although I couldn't punish in time, because I missed the button for M1. Anyways, they did not last long in LMS. On day 6, I found the perfect generator. Straight wires and all of the buttons already flicked. As you can see, I was shocked. I sold an LMS as entered and got yelled at by a pro teammate who ghosted me after I didn't know how to turn my flashlight off. If you're a mobile player and know how to do that, please tell me in the comments. I still don't know. I played one last game as killer before going to bed for the day. I quickly set up my traps, and then in chase, I accidentally placed a trap when I did not mean to. Oops, surely it won't come in clutch later, right? I secure my first kill as they step into my trap. I worked really hard for my next kill because I got looped for 30 minutes just for this one kill. Oh my gosh, finally. It took me like an hour. Pro tip for all the Springtrap players, you can hop walls with your M1, like this. Anyways, it turns out that 2 people were hiding behind these boxes that entire chase because I retrapped the entrance when they came in and they couldn't escape. And that's literally how they died again. They just went into my traps. No cuts for these next 2 kills, by the way. Those traps seem to work well. Let's replace them. Okay, this guy definitely has the stamina advantage, but we learned that M1. He stepped into a trap. Okay, another M1. I think he's like one shot now. He's like, use screen, get stamina back, miss my M1. That's fine. Okay, he's not one shot. Horribly missed block there. And I win. Let's go! At the start of day 7, I was already close to being able to afford the Mimic, and after doing a bunch of gems for both money and agony, I was able to afford him. So after some very boring survivor rounds, it was my turn to play the Mimic, or the Project, whatever you want to call him. To start, I find a survivor and start chasing them by trying to ambush them, but I fail. And if you're wondering why I didn't cover that kill, that is obviously there. They actually just left right as the match started. Nothing crazy. And eventually, after a while of getting looped by Bunny Ears, who I'm chasing currently, I go after someone else who I quickly get to low HP, although I missed the dig thing again, and that's the common pattern here. I eventually let them get away somehow and go after Bunny Ears again. But even after more looping, I decide to swap targets again. And if you know anything about the meta class, you know that this is a dumb idea. They're just gonna heal back to full. Anyways, I actually hit my explosion thing this time. That's like one of 2 rounds. I kind of suck at it. I don't know where I went wrong, but I swapped targets again and eventually killed them. For the next 3 hours, absolutely nothing happens. But there was a funny moment at 6 o'clock where a survivor walked up to me, I ran at them, used my grab ability, and hit that one Bunny Ears girl with him like a bowling ball. Anyways, I still lost. Is it because I suck at Mimic? Yes. Am I going to unfairly think that he's the worst killer? Yes. Now let's complete all of the goals from the start of the video. We already unlocked every character, so now we just have 2 left. For the best survivor, I'd say it's Medic. You can self-heal and heal your teammates, which is just overpowered. And I'd say the best killer is Springtrap. He's a good killer in general, and just blocking off the exit of a survivor with 1 hit is just so funny. There's no escape, they're cooked. And when compared to Forsaken, I'd say it's better. It's better. On every side except graphics. Anyways, if you've enjoyed, consider liking, subscribing, and joining my Discord, because if you watch this far, you must think that I'm pretty cool, right? Anyways, have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.